everybody, Coach Jen here. I'm just getting on my shoes. Today is a fun one. It is a 10-minute long workout, and I will show you over here on the lovely whiteboard. And let's see what happens today when I flip my camera, because I never know. Oh, it works today. I'm not getting a weird blue screen. Awesome. Okay, so we have, let me see if we can hold this still here. We're gonna warm up, we're gonna jog in place. Now, if you have the option to go run outside for 200 meters, if you're doing this later, you could do that. You could stop the camera or stop your video, and you could go run 200 meters. It's about, for the average person, like a regular, at a jogging pace, just about under a minute. So we're gonna run in place for a minute. We're gonna do some of our tempo squats. So those are those slow down, fast up. So 3, 2, 1, and up. We're gonna do some lunge and pulse. This is a little different today. This is really gonna warm up the quads, both with the squats and our lunges. And we're gonna do some down, up dog flows. We're gonna stretch, and we're gonna work on something called the snatch. Now, if you do not have a dumbbell, go and get like a heavy book or just something that you can hold that has a relatively good grip. It can't be too big. You need to grip it, okay? So something that you can pick up and throw over your head, not literally, but kind of. I'll show you that. So we're gonna learn the snatch. Our workout today is called up, up, up. And basically we're increasing the reps, 2, 4, 6, 8, for as long as we go, for 10 minutes. So we're all gonna be working together for the same amount of time, but we may be at a different spot. And we have 3 movements. We have split squats, we have sit-ups, and we have burpees. And today I'm gonna show you something called the devil's press. And this is something you can do with 1 or 2 dumbbells if you want to kind of, it's like a weighted burpee. It's really actually quite an effective movement. It works your whole body. So if you have dumbbells, you can do that. If not, don't worry about it. You can just do body weight. So, with that being said, I will get the music started. And I guess since Facebook is being cooperative today, I could actually keep it like this, because it doesn't seem to have compressed my head either, which was happening in the past. When I was flipping the camera, it was like squashing me, which was weird. So maybe Facebook has figured out their bugs. Okay, so I'm gonna start the music. Whoa, that's loud. So the music, guys, sorry for my fingers. The music is used with permission. It's non-copyrighted music by Joseph Manier. He has an account on SoundCloud, which I highly recommend. He's got all kinds of like dancey stuff, EDM and trap and that kind of stuff, all instrumental. Really good for like, if you want to use his music, you can contact him. It's great stuff, because then you can use the music and you don't have to worry about copyright or Facebook muting your videos. So I'm just starting my timer here so I know that we're going to be jogging for a minute. So starting in 15 seconds, we are jogging in place. Keeping my jacket on for now, it's a little chilly. Woo. Keep the things out of my pockets. You guys ready? Ready to jog in place in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1 minute of jogging. Just shake it out, shake it out. I'm gonna do some arm circles just to get everything warmed up. So say hello, guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hopefully you're joining in. Hopefully you're not just sitting there watching, sipping your coffee. All right, jacket's coming off already. Woo! Keep going. We're 30 seconds in. Jog it out, jog it out. You can dance it out too. Jogging, jogging, jogging. Hey, Bree. Bree, join in. 20 seconds. Jogging, 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 just 1 minute. Like I said, if you have the ability to run outside, you can go run out for 200 meters and come back. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1, and chill. All right, tempo squats. So we're going down for 3-second count, up for 1. Remember, weight is in your heels. heels when you are squatting, chest is up, knees go out. Here we go, down, 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1, up, keep going. We're doing 10 of these. Nice, try to get nice and low. Good. Now I just use my arms for effect here. You can do whatever you want with them. Remember, slow down, fast up. I think that was 8. Who's counting? Good. I'll do one more just for the heck of it. Good. Lunges. This is a different movement today, guys. Lunge and pulse. Okay, so just look up here for a second. So we're gonna lunge forward. When I lunge forward, I'm gonna drop my knee, and then I'm gonna do an extra pulse. Okay, so it's lunge, down, and pulse. That's 1. Lunge, down, and pulse. That's 2. Keep going, and pulse. Kind of like up and down for 2. So you're almost doing like a double lunge. Just warming up those legs. Really warming up those quads. Good stuff. I think that was 6. Good stuff. 2 more. And pulse. Good. All right, I'm just gonna angle my camera here. I can never tell if you guys can see the floor. Let me just get rid of those comments so I can see. All right, so we are gonna do 5 down, up dog flows. So that's basically going into your down dog, going through the full flow. Okay, so walk those hands out, find your downward dog, look back at those heels and toes. So you're in down dog, coming through plank, all the way down and up to that cobra position. 5 of those. Down dog, plank, down, up, down, plank, down all the way and up dog. Now only go up as far as you can on that cobra. For some people that might be here, for some people it's a lot higher. It doesn't matter, just move. That was 5. Good stuff. Coming back up. Shake it out. We're going to jog for a minute. Here we go. Jogging. Now, if you can't jog in place, just give me a big march. March, march, march. Good stuff. I'm going to do some arm circles. Get loose. Nice job. You can jog around your room. See ya. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, hello. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Woo. This is where you realize, like, ladies especially, I know you can relate. Did I wear the right bra? Did I put my hair up tight enough? Guys do not have this problem. Maybe they have other problems. I don't know. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. I'm going to use my ball here for my next set of tempo squats, so I know I'm getting low enough. So 3 down, 1 up. 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, up. Make sure that weight's back in those heels. Make sure those knees are going out. Your knees should never come in. Keep going. That was 5. Nice and controlled on the way down. Keep that stomach and core tight. Good stuff. Lunge and pulse. Remember, lunge forward, drop the knee, and pulse. Now, if you find that difficult, guys, you can step backwards. It might be a little easier or harder. Okay, so you can do it front or back. Doesn't matter. Whatever way you're lunging, guys, you keep going. Just make sure that that knee stays behind the toe. Okay, never let that knee come too far forward. I'll do a few more because I know you guys are probably ahead of me. Good, 10 down of those. All right, down, up dog, flows. So here we go, find that down dog, high plank, all the way down and up. Take your time with these, go through that full movement. Nice job. Remember, guys, you're moving, you're doing something, and that is good for you. And it's always better than nothing to do something and not confuse good with perfect. Wonderful. So, I don't know about you, but I sometimes confuse good with perfect. I want to be perfect at everything. It never works. Then you just do nothing. All right, here we go. Last round. 1 minute of jogging. My heater's just come on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go turn it off. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm getting so warm and then the heat comes on. Craziness. And it's like you guys can't see it, but it's right up here. And it's this gigantic gas heater. And it gets so hot underneath it. Keep going. 15 seconds. 2, 1, good stuff. All right, tempo squats, last set. Down for 3, up for 1. Weights in the heels, chest is up, knees out. 2, 3, up. Did I say down for 1? Down for 3. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, up. That was 3. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Shake it out, shake it out. Lunge and pulse. Lunge, drop, drop. Lunge, drop, drop. Falls in my way. Lunge, drop, drop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good stuff. Last set of down, up dogs. Down dog. Plank. Flow through to up. The last one here. Good stuff. All right, you guys, grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna stretch it out. Turn the music off. Sorry for the fingers. All right, how you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing good. So that was a good little warm up. We're going to stretch out And then I'm going to show you a movement called the dumbbell snatch. We're going to use that in a workout later this week. So I want you guys to at least have seen it once before we do it. Okay, so let's just start. I know it's Monday, so we're going to take a little bit longer just stretching out and getting loose. Depending what you did this weekend, you might feel like I always feel kind of like on a Monday if I didn't do anything on the weekend. Luckily, I worked out yesterday, so I feel pretty good actually. So let's do some big head circles, but I could definitely use a longer stretch. Really, really looking forward to massages being available again. I really miss my massage therapist. I should tag her in this. 3 times each way, nice and slow. Good stuff. Let's press those hands towards the floor. Tilt your head to one side. You should be feeling that nice stretch through those traps. Ooh, can't wait to get those traps massaged. That'll feel good. Probably gonna die actually. Push down, other side. Good stuff. Let's take those arms up all the way overhead. So we're going to do kind of like a pulsing here, like you're pushing your chest forward. So almost like at the top, opening up the chest. And then you can do it with opposite arm, down and up. Just getting some movement through the shoulders. Good. And then we'll go across the body. So open and slap. Good. Roll those shoulders back and down. So shrug back and down. Shrug back and down. Good stuff. Grab a hold of your hands behind you and really pull those shoulder blades together. Breathe. So try not to let those ribs flare up. Try to keep your ribs down in this. Pulling back. Good. We'll do a little tricep stretch here. So hands come above the head. Drop one hand behind your back and grab onto that opposite elbow. Keep holding that. I have to stand so far back where my head gets cut off here. Good. Other side, so both hands go up. Drop that other hand, pulling down. Good stuff. Reaching up with one hand, other hand is on your thigh. You're going to reach up out of the hip and the waist, and you're leaning to one side, getting that nice stretch on the one side. Breathe. And good. Other side, reaching up, all the way up and over. Breathe. Good stuff. Let's just roll out the wrists here together. So like you can do this with both hands. You can grab your hands like so. Just kind of moving the wrists around. Good. Same thing with the elbows. So like you're kind of like doing a lasso. Go one way and then the other way. You don't often loosen up our elbows. Good. Other side. I just like to hold mine so that I'm not moving my arm. I'm just literally moving my forearm. Try not to whack yourself in the face. It's like punching myself here. Good. Keep your knees soft, and we're going to be rotating here, so it's important to keep your knees bent. Don't have a straight leg. It's too much strain on the knee. We're just gently rotating. You can kind of come up onto one toe even as you twist, especially if you have a bad knee like me. This twisting motion on the meniscus can be a problem. And if you don't have a meniscus problem, you do not want to create one. Good. Keep going. You can move your arms a bit more, just really swinging side to side. And let's take that into kind of like a side punch, guys. Side punch. And now I'm really coming up onto that toe, just reaching across, reaching across, reaching across. Good. Keep going, a few more. Like I'm punching somebody on each side of me. Bam, bam. Good. All right, shake that out. Let's take those legs nice and wide. And we're gonna take opposite hand to the opposite toe. So right hand to left foot, come up, other side. Let's do about 5 touches per side. This will start to stretch out our hamstrings. Good. I've lost count already. I think I have 2 more per side. Good. Let's keep our head down, legs wide, and just feel that stretch through the back of your legs, your lower back. Relax your head here. Just enjoy that stretch. Maybe shift your weight a little bit from one side to the next, just kind of wiggling your bum. Good, and let's take our weight to one side so we're stretching out our inner thigh here. You can come up for balance on that leg. Just getting a nice stretch through the groin, through the inner thigh. It shouldn't hurt. And then we'll switch sides. Good stuff. All right, take your right leg, bring it forward and drop that back knee, coming all the way down to the ground, coming up into high torso lunge. Front knee is just above the ankle. Don't let it drift forward. We're just holding a stretch to get that stretch in that back leg through the hip flexor. So you can keep your hands on your knees or you can lift your hands up. It's your choice. I like to bring my hands up. I feel a deeper stretch and maybe lean to that knee side to get an even deeper stretch through the hip flexor. Holding for 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back up onto that knee, nice and high. Your front foot is going to be out in front of you. Your leg is straight. You're flexing your foot, so your toe is pointing to the ceiling, and you're pushing your hips back for hamstring stretch on this side. Holding and breathing. Good stuff. Let's come back into that lunge on this side. This time you're going to go a little lower, so you're going to bring your hands down to the floor. So hands are down onto the floor. Now, if this is low enough for you, stay there. If you want a deeper stretch through your groin, you can come onto your elbows and just hold that stretch, and you can move around. I like to lift my back toe off the ground and do some knee circles here. One way and the other way. Good stuff. All right, let's come up out of that. Let's bring that other leg forward. So now we're in lunge position with a high torso on the other side. Just feeling that stretch through that leg in behind and through the hip flexor. Again, you can stay here on your knee, or you can come up into this position where your arms are above the head and you can stretch a little bit to one side. Good stuff. And coming back up out of that, onto that back knee. Front leg is straight, stretching out from, pointing that toe to the ceiling so the foot is flexed, and just leaning so that your hips are pressing away from you, getting a nice stretch through the hamstring. Good, let's come forward into that lunge again. This time I'm going to get a little lower, pushing that knee out to the side. Try to keep your back straight here, guys. Making some little circles, one way and other way. Good stuff. All right, let's come up onto hands and knees. We'll do some cat-cows. So rounding and arching your back. Breathe, round and arch. Round and arch. Good, one more. Round and arch. Good, let's stand up. Just get up slow. Good, bring your feet together. Hang on to your knees here. Let's make some knee circles one way and other way. Good, and then rotating your ankles, so coming up onto one foot. If you need to balance, hold something. One way, other way, point and flex. Good stuff, and other side. Circle those ankles out, one way, other way, point and flex, point and flex. Good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the dumbbell snatch. There's two ways you can do this. You can do it with a squat or without a squat. I'm gonna show you without the squat today. It's a little simpler. I want you to think of the dumbbell snatch kind of like starting a lawnmower, okay? And the reason I say that, so grab your object, whatever it is, dumbbell. You can actually do this with a kettlebell. You can do it with a barbell. You can do it with a book. You can do it with anything, really. I mean, really, I could do it with this, which would be kind of like, you know, a book, okay? So I just want to show you the movement is going to be bringing this dumbbell from the ground. Both ends are going to touch the ground up over my head. So check it out. So it starts here and finishes here, okay? Now, a couple things. Number one rule, do not let your chest point to the ground ever, ever, ever. So I'm facing you guys and watch where my upper body is, right? My upper body never faces the ground. This is super important, guys, to protect your back. This movement is about your legs and your hips, not your back. If your back starts to hurt, you're probably doing it wrong, so stop. Okay, so from the ground, you see my chest is up, I'm looking up, and bringing it up overhead. Now, let's break this movement down. So, I'll start with my right arm. The first movement is kind of like a sumo deadlift. My legs are wide, my object is down the center of my body, and I'm just standing up. Okay, so all I'm doing, show you from the side, and that dumbbell is staying very close to me. It's not way out in front. This is super important, especially if this was heavy. So it comes down to the ground and up. Down and up. So if you're with somebody, have them look at your back, okay? Because what we don't want to see is this. Do you see the difference here? My knees aren't bent and I'm pulling only with my back. So drop your hips, keep your chest up, and stand up. That would be like a dumbbell, one-arm sumo deadlift, I guess. Okay, so once we get here, what's happening is we've created momentum. So we actually are using our hips to get this dumbbell moving up. This is where the starting like a lawnmower comes in, because as we're coming up, we're gonna let that elbow come up. So it's kind of like, boom, I'm starting the lawnmower, right? If you guys have ever started a pull start lawnmower, it's like your elbow comes up and you're like, right? So you're trying to get that thing to start by using your hips and your arm. If you ever just try to start a lawnmower with your arm, it never works. You've got to like get your hips into it. And that is kind of the same idea of the snatch here. So I'm gonna come down, extend my hips, let my elbow float up. So my elbow is an extension of what's happened with my legs. So we're gonna practice that. So down to the floor, we're standing up and pull, pull. So you can see kind of how my hips are opening here, and the dumbbell kind of feels weightless, okay, because I've used my legs. If I just pull with my arm, then it's gonna be like a ton of strain on the shoulder and the arm. So guys, use your legs. It's almost like I'm trying to jump up a little bit, if that makes sense. So practice that on both sides. So down, up, pull. The pull happens last, okay? So there's an expression in weightlifting, it's the power ends when the arms bend. The arms are really just an extension of the lift. So now, once that dumbbell is here, about shoulder height, my job is to get under it. It's not necessarily to just like, press it up. If you find yourself, you see a lot of people do dumbbell snatches or snatches where they get to here and then they turn it and they press it. That's not a snatch. That's actually a clean and press. So a snatch is one word, one movement. It's from the ground overhead in one fast movement. And the movement accelerates as you get to the top. So down, up, catch. Now you notice here I land with my knees bent. Why is that? Because when the dumbbell's here, I'm actually getting under it, okay? So down, up, catch. Down, catch. So guys, if you want me to watch your dumbbell snatch, video yourself later and send me the video and I will let you know if you're doing it right. And that way I know in the workouts that, that things are cool. Okay, so start light, down, chest is up, good. Try to look forward, that really helps, and you can alternate arms. Good stuff. Okay, so that's a dumbbell snatch. We're gonna do that later on this week. Practice it a couple times, send me your videos. I would love to see what you guys are doing for this. Now, we can move on to our workout. 3 movements. We have split squats. So this is where you're gonna need your chair. If you don't have a chair, you can just do a lunge and dropping the knee. Okay, that's an option. So the split squat is my back leg is up on that chair. I'm here. I can do this with weights in my hand or not. And the idea is to get those hips at least to the height of that front knee. So I'm going to be doing basically 1, 1. And then in the next round, it'll be 2, 2. So the first round is going to feel really easy. It'll literally be just like this. Like 1, switch legs, get into position, 1. Okay, so it'll start to get harder as the time goes by. And like I said, guys, you can hold those dumbbells in your hand, on your shoulder, wherever is comfortable. Next movement is a sit-up. So you guys know sit-ups. Now, if you have a bad back, please put a towel. I have this little mat that I use. Put that, roll it up, put it in the arch of your back. We're doing this with our feet together and our knees out. Very important to not tighten up more in your hip flexors. So we're coming all the way down and all the way up. If you cannot get all the way up, guys, just come down so your arms and shoulders touch the ground and just do a little crunch. At the top, if you're coming all the way up, do not round your back. Stay sitting up tall. Good. All right. Last movement is the burpee. We have another variation on the burpee today that I want to show you. It's called a devil's press. So let's go through quickly the modifications for burpees. So we can come into sort of most basic would be stepping back, coming into plank, stepping up, clapping those hands. Level 2 would be to bring the hands down, hop back, hop up, clap overhead. Level 3 would be to step forward, drop the chest all the way down. You guys can't see me. Come all the way up and clap. And then level 4 is the full burpee, hopping, hopping, hopping. Now, the devil's press. This can be done with dumbbells, okay? So it's exactly like a burpee, but you have dumbbells in your hand. So you're gonna drop down to the ground, come down, push up on the dumbbells, jump up, and swing those dumbbells overhead. All right, so the other thing, if you only have one dumbbell, is you can alternate with these. So you can come down, up, and swing, like a kettlebell swing. Switch hands, come down, up, and swing. Okay, I suggest going light with these if you've never done them before, just to get the feel for them. The heavier the dumbbell, as you stand up, the more you have to like really swing your hips to get those moving. Cool? Cool. All right. I'm gonna set my timer. We have 10 minutes on the clock. We're going 2 split squats, 2 sit-ups, 2 burpees or devil's press, whatever you want. Then 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8 until the end of 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna go. You guys are gonna be wherever you're gonna be. I'll probably yell and stuff along the way. And I'm just gonna move a few things here so I have room. And yeah, okay, it should be good. I'm gonna start the music and let's do this. I've been talking a lot today, sorry guys. Okay, are you ready? Here we go, 15 seconds. Split squats to start, just 2. Weighted or not, your choice. In 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Just 1 per side to start. It's gonna feel really easy initially. 2 sit-ups. 2 burpees or 2 devil's press. I need more room here. Good. I'm on 4. You guys keep going. 2 per leg now. Make these controlled. Do them right. 4 of everything. I can tell you these devil presses are going to get ugly. So will the burpees. I'm on 6. It's gonna add up. Did I do 2 per leg last time? Yeah, that's right. So now it's 6 per leg. 4 per leg. Wait a minute, I'm so confused. 2, 4. I'm on 6 per leg. Sorry. Actually, you know what? No, it should be 3 per leg. Because it's total number of split squats. Sorry. So 1 per leg, 2 per leg, 3 per leg on the split squats to get the total reps of 2, 4, 6. Sorry guys, hopefully that wasn't too confusing. I just like split squats, so I wanted to do more. Six sit-ups, 6 burpees or devil's press. Nice job, you guys. 3.5 minutes in. Good stuff. All right, so I'm on 8. That's 4 per leg. sit-ups per week. You guys are doing good. stuff. Yep, these doubles presses are getting not fun. I want 8 of these now. Use those hips to swing it up if you've got dumbbells. Good job, you guys. Keep it up. We're over halfway. Almost 6 minutes in. 4 minutes to go. Oh boy, none of these doubles presses. These are not fun. Not gonna lie. Keep it up. Good job, you guys. Stay with it. Just under 2 minutes. 2 and a bit. Sorry. Here, 90 seconds, less than 90 seconds to go. Every rep counts. Less than 60 seconds. Pretty strong, guys. Well done, you guys. Walk it off, walk it off. Woo. Oh, those devil's press. I don't know what's worse, burpees or devil's press. What do you guys think? That was hard. Okay, catch your breath. So in the comments, please let me know how many reps you got to. So I got 12 plus, I think about 6 split squats. So your score would be like whatever number of rounds plus however many reps into that round. So say I got like, finished my split squats and I was on sit-ups, it would have been 12 plus 14 plus like however many sit-ups, 5. So like, 12 plus 17 reps. Okay, so write your comments with your score. Let's take it down to the floor for a stretch. I'm gonna just turn this down or off and we can stretch together quickly. So great job, you guys. That was not easy. Congratulations on staying with it, finishing it. So coming onto your butt, legs straight out in front, just shake them out, shake them out. Whew. Reaching up and leaning over, grab those toes if you can. If you can't grab the toes, grab the ankles or somewhere on your leg, and then just let your head relax. And take some deep breaths. Good job, almost there. Just breathe. Good stuff. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, using your elbows to push down. I see someone commented, I think it's Carrie. I can't really see what you wrote yet. I'll have a look later, Carrie. So yeah, guys, don't forget, send me your videos of your dumbbell snatch. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember. I have to look at my paper for programming, but we will be doing that dumbbell snatch. Now, if you do not have a dumbbell, go get yourself like, the perfect size I find is those larger bottles of dishwash detergent, and they have a really good handle with them. Obviously, like, don't waste your dishwash detergent, but save those empty bottles because they make great weights. You can fill them with water, sand, and adjust the weight, so it's kind of cool. So let's just bring one leg out in front, other leg is bent, and we're gonna reach forward. This time I want you to kind of like arch a little bit here so you're getting a stretch through your side. Just hold that stretch. Right now, I wish I was a home gym equipment manufacturer because these people cannot keep up with the demand. They're like, literally everything is sold out except for like super heavy or super light weights. Other side, like I know you can buy like 50-pound and over dumbbells, but there's no like, it's impossible to find like 25s or 30s or whatever anywhere because those are the most common weights being used. It's craziness. Good stuff. Let's come on to our stomach and we'll stretch out our chest. So you're on your stomach, you're gonna bring one arm out to the side, press that shoulder into the ground, and then bring that leg over. So you should feel a stretch through your chest. If you're not, play around with where your arm is. Breathe. Good, and let's switch sides. Other side. Good stuff. So stay on your stomach, grab a hold of one leg, let's stretch out that quad. So pushing that hip down into the ground and pushing your foot against your hand, but don't let your knee or your hip lift off, off the ground. Why can't I say that? Good stuff. Other leg, it's my bad one, it doesn't like to bend. Good stuff. Let's push ourselves up into a plank and then into down dog, just stretching out the calves. And then bring one leg forward for a high lunge, just stretching out the thigh. hip flexor. You can bring the hands down and then switch legs. Good, come up to standing. And let's just rotate here through the waist. Good stuff. Reaching one hand up above your head, other hand comes over and stretching the side. Let me just see here. Oh, Carrie, you got 8 rounds. Nice job. Stretching out through the side. And other way. Carrie, you'll have to let me know, did you use dumbbells and did you do devil's press? I'd like to know what you think of them. Good stuff. Big arm circles backwards. Breathe. Good. Big head circles, one way and other way. Good job. Shake it all out. Let's do 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, letting everything go. And let it go. And in. And let it go. Last one, big one. And let it go. Awesome job, you guys. Give yourself that big hug, big pat on the back. Clap, high five, whatever you want to do. Give me a high five. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.